DJ Dale's, I admire the motherfucker.
I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good? Back up in the building. It's your boy DJ Dale's back with a brand new episode here at the Sneaker Addict Show. We got here the Kyrie Irving Flytraps right here. Retails for $110. This colorway definitely brings me back to this old flick back in the days, and it was called Little Shop of Horrors. Some of the younger heads probably don't know what that is. A lot of heads in their like mid-20s, 30s and up, they definitely will remember the flick. Little Shop of Horrors, Moranis and Steve Martin was in it, and it's about this like alien Venus flytrap that needed blood and flesh to survive. It was crazy. I probably shouldn't have been watching it as a kid, but as soon as I seen this, I remember watching that when I was mad young. I was way too young to be watching it. I always liked that movie as a kid, and I had to get these. This colorway is so on point for Venus flytrap. You've got, as far as on the upper, you have this mesh and fuse, and you have a little bit of a lighter green underneath this dark mesh over here. As you can see, around here is a fuse and like a darker, kind of like a translucent actually, now that I am looking at it, because you can tell right here it is translucent. So it is a translucent, it just makes the green look darker when it's over this part of the green versus over here where it's a lighter green. You have a silver swoosh right here that pops really nice, and as you can see on the heel counter, you have like these like diamond pop outs, spikes some say, in this darker, almost like a metallic green with your lighter splash of green. Nice. Sometimes speckle works nice on shoes. I would say this is one of them times. I definitely like the little speckle on there. Sometimes speckle just looks like crap to me. It makes the shoe look dirty in my opinion, but definitely not in this case. You got your number 2 right there in his handwriting, which is pretty dope. I always like to see that. He always does that a lot. Even before his signature shoe, he would actually have his handwriting on a lot of the PEs that were available. They were like House of Hoops exclusives and whatnot. And I am familiar with his handwriting from reviewing most of his PEs throughout the years. Big fan of Kyrie Irving. Always have been following him, you know, since the beginning of his career. If you follow my personal Twitter, you already know. If you're watching the games with me and I'm tweeting away, big fan of Kyrie Irving. And also, behind the tongue, you have his signature right there. Might as well show you the footbed real quick. There's a look at the footbed with his logo. And the interior is this bright mango. It's a quick look at the medial side. As you can see, you got your silver swoosh again. I love how this looks right here. That's really like where you really get that Venus flytrap feel. Like, in my opinion, you really can see it right there. And as you can see, this herringbone traction is actually, you know, continuing on from the actual outsole. As you can see right there, your herringbone traction, and then you have me right there, my bald head right there. I don't know if you can see me. I think you can. You have the logo again right there. Behind there it says Just Be You. Well, it doesn't say Just Be You. It just has the initials to Just Be You. That's one of his sayings, one of his slogans. And then around here has his mother, Elizabeth, her birth date and the date that she passed away. I really dig that he did that on his shoe. I could definitely relate to that because my mother just recently passed away in December of last year, and I definitely really could appreciate, you know, him doing something like that. This shoe actually, you know, brings me back to when I was a kid. This Little Shop of Horrors like kind of vibe, because I used to love watching that with my mother when I was younger. Cool to see that. I like how he did that. Respect that. You also have another set of laces right there. We're taking a look at the toe real quick. And then going up, you got your oval laces. Neoprene tongue, which as you can see, it actually kind of goes into the actual mesh right there. It starts over here, the neoprene tongue, and makes its way up with your oval laces in your darker green. And then up top, you have your Kyrie Irving logo popping really nice in this bright mango. And there you go with a close-up HD look at these shoes. If you're looking for them, just look in the description box below, and I will have more information to help you guys out with finding these. You should be able to get them still for retail. Personally like this colorway a lot. I think that this has a lot of life to it, and I was really digging this colorway. As soon as I seen that commercial, that funny commercial with him hanging out with his boys, talking about how he's getting into acting now. And then you see him on Law and Order real quick. I was laughing my ass off. It was really funny. It's funny, speaking about that with Law and Order, I actually once was an extra on Law and Order, and I played an actual person in the hospital bed. I've been on Law and Order a ton of times just as an extra when I was younger for fun, and people catch me from time to time on Law and Order. If you think you may have seen me on Law and Order, it definitely was me. I used to work on it all the time as an extra because they shoot in New York. I thought that was a real funny commercial, and I remember when I seen him first wearing them in the commercial, I said, I'm getting these, like, no brainer. So I'm really happy to have them. We go to look on foot as far as the fit, true to size. I know you keep hearing go up half a size. I even heard it when I first bought my first pair of Kyrie's, the Deception Reds. I got them a 9.5. Because a lot of people were saying go up half a size. It's mad snug over here. And it definitely was snug, but when I put them on my feet, they were way too long on my feet. I had way too much room by the toe, and I ended up returning them because they were way too big. Got a size 9 now, and I'm telling you now, these things fit great. I think the problem is a lot of people are rushing to throw them on their feet. You gotta loosen up them laces. Loosen up the laces. Don't be in such a rush. You sit down, take your time, put your shoe on properly. You know, a lot of the times you get a new pair of shoes, you're mad excited, you're ripping the box open, bang, you're trying to throw them on as fast as you can. You're like, damn, these are snug. Sit down, chill, loosen them up a little, put them on properly, and then tighten up your laces to where it's right. And that's how you're going to get that official fit, which I got right now. These things feel great on my feet. And if you listen to what I say all the time as far as sizing, go true to size. If you have a wide foot, maybe go up half a size. I don't have a wide foot. My foot is pretty, you know, regular. My foot's regular. But I love this. I love this colorway. Definitely my favorite colorway. If you want them, don't sleep on them. Really, really digging them though. Let me know what you think of them. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the show. Make sure to go to the blog, thesneakeraddict.com, for your sneaker news morning, noon, and night like clockwork. Thesneakeraddict.com. That's your place to go for your sneaker news. When shoes release, always go there 9:30 a.m. right before release time. Always try to give you guys a head start by giving you information there. And also on the Twitter over at The Sneak Addict. I will put that in the description box below. Let me know what you think of these. And with that said, let me hit you with that burp, 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 birds off. Phew, 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 phew. This thing's a heat right here. I'm digging these. This is what I was wearing today. Fire. What you know about these? Heat. This is heat right here. Get back to these Kyrie's though. Digging them. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And with that said, we out.
DJ Dells, you know I love you.